It is so sweet. Hello everyone, it is a beautiful afternoon right here at the farm, and for those who don't know, we are coming right here from northern Uganda. So guys, I'm a little bit happy today. I want to tell you something for the first time at the farm, we have started to improve on our nutrition, and sometimes I told you we are going to improve our nutrition a lot. So as I've shown you guys sometime, we have planted our alfalfa. So right here and today we've started the process of harvesting our alfalfa. So guys, as you go to see our garden of alfalfa, I want to show you something that has been happening. It is right here at the farm. So currently we have been receiving our babies. So guys, in the background we see right there it's our kid pen, but we have some few animals that has given birth already. So guys, let me just go and show you something that has been happening a little bit right now at the farm. So as you can see, this one has just given birth yesterday in the evening. Yeah, it has given birth to triplet, but we lost some. So guys, we are still remaining with two. So look at this, when you see this, what comes into your mind? That is genetic, right? So sometimes guys, I told you for you to master this aspect of goat farming very well, you need to consider nutrition, management, and genetics. So guys, we are not 100% at genetic, but as you can see, those are some of the genetic we have at the farm right here. So see, so this one has given birth, this one given birth to two. This one has given birth to a singleton baby, in general a baby. And then this one right here has given birth to triplet, but we lost one. So we have it right there. So as you can see, most of the time, we find the goat that has given birth to more than two, their babies tend to be a little bit small. As you can see. So guys, look. See? It's just amazing to have this kid right here at the farm. That's why coupled to our nutrition aspect, I'm a little bit happy. Yeah, so guys, see, so that's this kid right there, and some are still the other side, right? Look, they're under shade right there. So let me also show you some right there. Just look. So they're also resting, some are still taking milk, all this kind of thing, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the babies. And then we have one over there. So guys, right here, we are at our garden of alfalfa. As you can see in the background, we have started the process of harvesting it, and I think we did almost half an acre already. We are remaining with almost a quarter, because as I told you sometime back, we are supposed to do it an acre, but we ran short of seeds, and then we did a 3/4 of an acre. So we finished a half, so we are remaining with a quarter. So that make it 3/4. As you can see, yeah, our garden is a little bit thin. So I will make a video on how to start growing alfalfa from day one up to the finished day. You see, for the first time when you have planted alfalfa, it is going to take around 3 months. Then after the 3 months, that's what you're going to start harvesting. But for now, we already it has already reached 3 months, because you always harvest it when it has started to flower. Over this period of 3 months, what I've learned is alfalfa doesn't require weed. So if we don't weed it properly, it is going to affect its yields. And secondly, it needs also water, not too much water. So if for example you are supposed to receive on a weekly basis, at least once a week, to receive at least a rain. We see for us here, we don't have a water supply, permanent water supply at the farm. We literally depend on the rain. So for the last 1 month, 1.5 months, it has been shining here a lot. So the first yield, it has performed well, not as we expected. Yeah, the yield was good, but it was not like up to the best. So like we cut it yesterday, and it has started like to sprout and rejuvenate. So guys, like let me show you around. I hope you can see these lines. Like we just like started like harvesting it yesterday. As you can see, like it has started the process of sprouting. So like what I've learned is that one, because like after the first harvest, like okay, the first harvest take like 3 months. The harvest that follow like the 3 month, like it take only like a month. That's why like here like we're having now quick growth, because like for the first 3 months it has like what to put its like rooting system a little bit well. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's some line over there. So like they are sprouting a little bit very fast. As you can see, it has started like to wilt very fast, because like we are also like receiving sunshine. So I made them in line. As you can see, we have like one line over there, then like we have the second line over here, as you can see. Then the other side also, we have already harvested it, like we have harvested it the other side, and then like we are remaining with the other upper portion there. So like yeah, as you can see, like our garden is a little bit clean. We try like to manage weed very well, and the reason why most of the farmer outside there they don't plant alfalfa is because of like it needs serious management. So as you can see, like the field is a little bit like clean. Yeah, so that means like we manage weed very well. So guys, like we want to like to transfer all the cut alfalfa into this top lane, but now we are going to put it like in a place near the garden, because like we cannot spread it like in our compound, because like we have goats, like they can like disturb it. And so like yeah, we are going to like do some little slashing with, we have our lawnmower right here at the farm. So guys, like yeah, come with me, and then like as we make some transfer right here. So guys, like yeah, come with me, and then so guys, like it has been a long day of serious hard work. Like we just came in like from browsing and grazing at the same time. So guys, like we're a little bit tired right now. We are in the evening. So guys, like come along with me, like let's prepare something for supper. So like in 2 days uh supper, we are going to prepare a delicious meal, of which like we are going to prepare some fish. Yeah, we're going to prepare some delicious fish. So with me here, like I have some two delicious fish, of which we are going to prepare it for supper. So guys, like our fire is ready. Everything has already been prepared. So let's just put our saucepan right there. So guys, as our food cook nicely, let's just give some animal like some water, some drinking water. Okay, let's go. So this is our pure buck. It is like a Savannah breed. So this one is called John. John just take a lot of water. So this one is done. Let's add some more. See, like water is very good for like digestion. So like you make sure like when your animal like they're eating it, like you give them water because it helps a lot. Our supper is ready. So like we are going to eat it with rice. Like I prepared the rice like a little bit earlier on. So guys, like yeah, come and then we are going to enjoy. So guys, like we are going to have our meal with some simple dessert. Like we have some, I don't know if you know this one. This one is like a chia nut. From it, like we make like a chia nut butter. We are lucky, like in the village over here, like we have it. So look at our meal. Just look at it. Just know. I told you it's going to be nice. The aroma is so sweet. It is so sweet. So guys, it's now time for the chia nut. I don't know how many have tested the chia nut. So like, it is very sweet, eh? So we have a lot of the seeds. So I'm still collecting. Then like if we gather enough, we're going to use it like for making like the chia nut butter. So this is the chia nut seed. We are collecting it over there. So like it's almost like a basin full. From there, like we're going to get some chia nut butter. So like if you don't know how a chia nut butter look like, let me show you it also. So guys, like in my hand here, like we have a sample of chia nut butter. So this one has been just freshly